ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Western Kentucky's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Back to throw, it's Mooney. He's looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback. And get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Hilltoppers are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you... A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Blue Raiders offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
To the air, it's Rhodes. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You got a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Toppers!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5.
Return is tackled down at the 12. And Tennessee Blue Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try the run. Navigates that massive bodies and gets 4 out 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball. They'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his...
Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Middle Tennessee, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, they're after him! Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Fires complete on the crosser. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Rolls it in. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Pocket breaking down. Makes his man miss. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. The defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Mooney. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, WKU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
they got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll give it to him again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Hands it off. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Plucks it out of the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, MTSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Brought him inside the 10. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz or let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They get to the line quickly.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're
he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bacon. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to pass. It's Mooney. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Inside the touchdown Topper. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Hilltopper. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. we check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 21 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running to Green. Crosses to 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right on the money. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking for room. It's Bacon. There he goes. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mooney. Got a man, it's Bacon. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Let's go. Get set.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing. Really by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass, it's Rhodes. Throwing right. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Might as well give it to him again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Down the
got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. With the catch, it's ball. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. The sure hands, it's Booker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a...
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for space. It's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to... This drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he got loose. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They'll operate out of split backs. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Bacon. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Middle Tennessee, 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They give it to him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Toppers! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Western Kentucky, 73. Middle Tennessee, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Price. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Rhodes. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Cano. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
He uncorks 1 deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Calls his own number, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Hilltoppers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's John. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Price. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's John. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On the ground, it's Price. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here comes the punt team. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.